Yo, what's good guys? Welcome to another episode of the Icebreaker series. For those that didn't know, the Icebreaker series is where I play some of my clips that I take from my streams to break down and explain why I did what I did during the time that I was playing. First one up, a lot of you guys already know that I main Airborne. So 90% of the time I will be playing Airborne, and I've developed, certain creative ways to achieve kills, achieve escape, and everything else. In this particular instance, I was on platform. I was getting shot left, right, and center. There was one guy left though. He was throwing grenades at me. I had no idea where he was. He was probably up on the roof. We figured out that he was on the roof. I was at a massive disadvantage, so I had to get creative, try and get up there and kill him. So what I did was, my Airborne was already ready. Docks was right next to the platform, so I decided to jump into Docks, drop my Airborne, go up in the air, head back to platform, and get a better shot at the guy. Because if I was to climb one of the walls or that AC unit thing on the middle of the platform, he would probably take shots at me because he had a much higher ground. Yeah, I decided to get a little creative, and this is what happened, guys.
Oh, hello.
Airborne up on you. Someone's throwing grenades at you.
No idea where he was at this time.
Oh, I think he's up top. Bro.
I think so too, guys. Oh, he's over there. All right, so
I'm back in 30.
I saw him. I could have engaged the fight. However, that is one of the worst ways. That is one of the worst positioning I could have engaged the fight with someone. I was below him, and he might have had an AK-47, and obviously he was above me, and he could have just picked me up with super easy headshots. So as soon as I saw him, I got out of the way and then did the next thing.
Oh, did I?
Someone's shooting in the water.
Pay attention to that as well, guys. So that is incredibly important, that when I jumped up a platform, I looked behind me, because people, like myself, whenever I see someone jump off the platform, I do chase them. So you have to pay attention and try and figure out if someone is actually chasing you from behind when you jump off a platform. Obviously, pay attention to your surroundings as well. Don't just be so focused on getting back up. Try and figure out if there's anyone near you in Docks.
On the corner.
Yeah, AFK corner.
And right here,
10 seconds.
right here, look at the view, guys. So the player, the enemy, had the much better positioning prior to me going up here. And now I can see most things, and I know exactly where he is at.
10 seconds. Oh, you fucking pussy.
Oh! Damn, Pickles, chill, bro! Chill, bro! You know what? Don't chill. You fit right in my stream, bro. I was playing duo squads with my homie Pickles today, and I got amazing clips to show you guys. There's another one from our gameplay today. But yeah, so get creative in how you're gonna push up when someone has a higher ground. Right, next one up, engaging enemies. So this particular clip shows how important movement is. The first one I see, I could have engaged him dead on straight, just bullet for bullet. But it is very important that you kill your enemies with the least amount of damage taken as possible, or just don't get hit at all. So when I saw this guy, I thought, you know what, I could either engage him right here, right now, or slide, make him miss all of his shots, or most of his shots, kill him, and then take the win with taking the least amount of damage as I can. And it was a good thing that I did, because right after I killed that person, there was another one that took a shot at me. So the scenario literally reset back to square one, and it was the exact same scenario again. So the second fight, I could have stood there and fought dead on, straight again, taking bullet for bullet, but I knew that I'd already taken a shot. So I knew I needed to get out of the way as soon as possible, slide, and finish the kill right here, right now. I should have sprinted and slid out of that doorway. Always slide your corners, guys. Same with this one. See, So right here, I noticed that I already took damage. So there was someone else shooting at me. I knew that there was another person on the rooftop, right? And with this guy, I could have engaged him dead on, killed him with my hip fire because I'm really good with hip fire anyway. But I knew that I just needed to conserve my HP. I needed to survive 2 fights.
I'm back.
So slide, finish him off. Slide. Welcome. And finish the second guy off. Movement is so important in the game, guys. Winning fights, escaping, getting better positioning within the area. Use your movements, and also try, if you've got a habit, if you're in the habit of jumping around to shoot or jumping around to dodge, just try and drop that habit and replace it with sliding, because jumping still makes you a very easy target, because you don't exactly jump 5 meters every time. You're just there. It's very easy to trace someone jumping. It's much harder trying to trace a shot on someone that is sliding around. All right, this next clip shows again how incredibly important having good movement is. So I see a guy at the bottom of sanitarium. I decide to jump them and decided to wait a little longer before finishing off the fight, because there could have been 3 different instances there at the very least. The person turned around, so he was ready to do something, right? He was either going to drop his shield, drop his trap, or drop his smoke. So I needed to fully understand the situation. Now, I've been defended so many times in my life that I've developed a lot of ways to survive a defender's shield, especially when it's nerfed to the ground now. Even still, that 1 or 2 second flash could still end up getting you killed. So what happened here is I took a shot and I thought, hold on, I need to wait for a second and find out and figure out what they're gonna do. They decided to drop the defender. I saw it, so I decided to move and go in for the kill as soon as I'm out of the way. It is not impossible to dodge a defender, guys. When you see it, between the time that you see the defender drop and the flash, there is about 1 or 1.5 second delay. Enough time for you to slide out, not even get blinded, and take the kill.
He's right here. Oh.
See that? Do things that people won't expect you to do. So a lot of the times when someone drops on me, I know they're gonna engage me straight away. It's either that or they're gonna move around. So this guy thought, okay, so every time I get jumped, they get in a fight with me. But I like to play differently. So I like to surprise people. So when I get into a situation where, okay, I'm ready to fight, move, and then go in for the kill when they are vulnerable. This next one is one of my favorite, guys. Melee kill versus a camper, but with 200 IQ. So we figured out that the guy was upstairs. I didn't want to rush in there because the guy could be a trap master, smoke bomber, or whatever. So I had to take my time here. So when I get inside the house, I could have been trapped, but luckily I wasn't. I decided to do a sneak attack. Yeah, so do a little crouchy, go up the stairs very silently, and try and figure out where the camper was in the house. So as soon as I get upstairs, I noticed that there was a trap because the cluster grenade popped the trap off. So I knew that he was a trap master. Now, when that cluster grenade from one of my teammates came into the house, I straight away knew that he wasn't, well, there were 2 occasions. There were 2 particular instances that could have come out of that, right? So the first one, if he stays in that room, he's dead. Number 2, he would move. So he would either go in the next room or come out or jump out of the window. But I don't think he was going to jump out of that window because he's a natural camper, right? So as soon as the grenades popped off and he wasn't dead, I knew that he had relocated inside the house, right? So I then move into the next room and try and figure out where he was in that next room. It's kind of like playing Minesweeper. But little did they know that I could still figure out where they are camping through the third-person perspective peeking technique, right? So this is the beauty of PPP. You've got the benefit of peeking. So I use basically the very thin wall to find out exactly where he was and just troll him. Throw a bit of concussion and finish him off in one of the most toxic ways possible. But hey, He's a camper. He deserved it. Oh, he's here. Hello. Oh, I can hear him upstairs. Yeah, look, there's a trap. He's not in that room. Look how perfect that angle is, guys. Not only do I know where they are, but what weapon they are carrying as well, and if they're wearing a vest, etc, etc. So I could have either I've got my RUS here, my custom built RUS. I could have shredded this guy in 1 second, right? By sliding through the door and then just popping at him, because he would not expect me at all. But I thought, you know what? He's being toxic, he's camping. Let's show him what we got. Oh, Ice, what are you gonna do? Bro! Oh! He's concussed! 1, 2, 3. Oh my days! Checkmate! Didn't even take damage. I absolutely love taking campers out like that. Get him out of here, guys! Woo! Alright, last but not the least. This clip has a couple of the best plays I have ever pulled off. However, it ended in a way that I was not hoping to end. But as a trade-off, it turned out to be an absolutely hilarious clip. So, first things first. When playing the zipline game, guys, be smart. Don't just try and chase someone. Try and predict where they're gonna go. But in this instance, I had no idea where the guy was, to be honest. I just saw him cross paths with me going to the same zip as I was. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna get to the zip the exact same time as him, because when you do, you can actually shoot them. You can damage them if they're above or below you. Now, I was trying to hip fire him from the top. Now, for some weird COD Mobile buggy ass reason, the person actually managed to zipline up quicker than I did. I got on the zipline first, he came second, and then he manages to like zipline past me. It makes no sense. But I still managed to pop the guy whilst I was going up the zipline with him with my beautiful hip fire skills, right? So I popped this guy, and then unfortunately I got stuck in a trap. So I had to jump off. And I knew that there was a trap master on platform, right? So as soon as I jumped off, I knew for a fact, like I said earlier, if you're gonna jump off a platform, you're gonna be looking at your back, right? Pay attention to who's or what's behind you. So as soon as I jumped off the platform, it wasn't even like 90% or 99%, it was 100% that I knew that the tramp master was gonna follow your boy, because he's a tramp, right? For playing traps. So I did what I do best. I looked behind me, figured out where they were, how far they were, and then as soon as I landed on the floor, I pretended that I didn't know that they were behind me, right? This is very, very important for you guys to realize. I pretended that the person didn't know that I knew where they were, right? So as soon as I landed, I just kept on running forward, counted 1, 2, 3. On the count of 3, do a quick 180 and pop a cap in his ass. Now, unfortunately, I didn't pay attention to the person driving the Big Bertha, the third person, and this is how the clip unfolds. What is this? That was a straight violation. So I could have stood there and popped the guy, but I knew that he was going for that zipline, so I probably would have missed out on the opportunity for a kill. So I did this instead.
Oh, no way! No way! No! Oh, that was the sickest thing I ever saw in my life, dude.
Damn right!
See that, baby?
Damn
That was
right,
for you,
Pickles.
bro.
That was for you, baby. See right there? On the far right-hand side of the screen, see that little speck? That little circular thing? That is the tramp master following your boy. That is the tramp who wants to take my lunch money. But not today, boy!
Don't die.
I won't! Yet.
Oh my god, that was sick. Hit his ass.
Oh!
Get out of here, man.
Get out of here, man!
Not on my watch, baby boo. He got out of his fucking Bertha. No way.
I'm so dead.
No way.
You know what? That would have made a nice 3-piece if I actually figured out that they were there. I was so focused on making sure because I was such a low health, so I was already under the pressure, right? And I didn't hear that Bertha pull over. I mean, it's very hard to understand that situation. You know, I'm not that high level IQ for me to figure out, oh, there's another Bertha there. They stopped, and then there's a guy behind me. There was a lot of things happening, but you know what? I played that pretty well. Two of the things that I planned to work out, that I pre-planned to work out, did work out. So that third one was more of an unforeseen circumstance. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the clips from today. I will be trying to make this a once-a-week thing. I will try and do another one maybe this week. Let's see. I just don't have that much time to produce content, but I hope you guys like that. But if you did, drop a like button, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Or not, who cares? Peace!